Hey, Omega Program, it's day 35. I'm wearing the same shirt as the last one because I'm making these videos back to back, but they're meant to be done day by day because time isn't real anyway, so we can just transcend time and it doesn't really matter. So today I'm going to talk about diversity through attracting. I didn't know exactly what to call this video, but it seemed right. And what I am talking about is by doing different things, we raise our vibration. And what do I mean by that? We attract more things by doing new things. Well, everyone knows they expand when they go, say, on a vacation, right? You go somewhere new, you go to a new place, it expands you, and it also makes you more present. So that combination really, really helps your attraction, helps you bring in things you want into your life, and speeds up the story of your existence. Remember, your existence is different than anyone else's. So don't attract what other people want to attract, attract what you want to attract. Different. You might want to travel. You might want to live in a community. You might want to live in the mountains while someone else wants to live in the city. It's enter the mansion, someone lives in a hut. Do not use the Legos to know what you want. The Legos bring you the clarity to know what you desire, especially when you start doing it for 20 minutes and you get into this flow. You can write or do it out loud, do it in the car, do it on your trips. Once you start getting in that flow, you write those things down because those are the things the universe is saying the next step is. So you use that to bring the attraction. Now, when I'm talking about diversity, is changing things up. Really just changing things up to change things up. This means if you drive to work, you take a walk to work, you take a different way. If you eat the same thing every day, you make new meals. If you want to I made a new drink. It was in the last video. I'm doing a cleanse for 3 days. And sometimes I just do new things to change things up. It's really not because I know what's going to happen. I'll Lego and I'll say something, or I'll meditate and I'll say, go on this cleanse, and then it'll happen. And I'm not going to eat for 3 days at least. But it just happens. And I don't even know if this really is helping me, but there's something about doing something new that excites me. It brings the excitement, right? If you went to the same place every day and they taught you the same thing, it'd be so boring. And we can get caught in a routine. And by getting caught in a routine, it boggles us. And it could just be playing a different video game, watching a different show, watching more movies that are on your Netflix, watch different ones, watch new things. It expands you. You get expanded by the new. And it doesn't mean you always do something new, obviously. But to attract more, you want to constantly make new meals. I like making a new meal every week. I love it. It makes cooking fun. And it saves me money because I'm cooking myself. I go to new restaurants. I don't want to go to the same one over and over again. I know there's some I really like, but then I'll just make a different choice. Because some part of us, there's a fear that if we make a new choice, that it's not going to be as good as the last one. But you don't know until you do it. So by doing these new choices, we speed up ourselves. We speed up our attraction. People that usually have great lives, they do a bunch of different things, right? The best entrepreneurs do different things. They change things up. And yes, there is some routine to their lives. And I'm not saying not to have routine. But when you can break routine. Because your life is going to be more magical. And you're going to feel more in flow. A lot of my rules is if I haven't done something, that's what I do in the choices. Because I came here to experience life once. It doesn't make sense to play the same level over and over again. We can change it up. So I'm going to bring in Omega, and they're going to talk about this. Dear ones, thank you for listening. And yes, we're doing these videos on the same day, but we know what you need in a certain time and space in this program. And we are able to create the videos even on one day for 4 months later. We're able to do this video, dear ones, for people that will be in the program 6 months later. All of this is known by us now because time and space is not real. Daniel had a moment last night during meditation where he broke time and space. He was looking at the past like it was the future. And from this state, he realized time isn't real. He was actually remembering the past in the future, but he hasn't even been there yet. And it was a weird experience because he realized how manageable time is, how weird it is, how it's not real, how we sometimes even re-experience the same thing. And what does that mean with law of attraction, dear one, is that things will happen when it's supposed to happen. You will receive the money and the cars and the stuff and the travel exactly when you're supposed to. It's already happened. It's already done. It's already there. And what we want you to do is enjoy it until it happens, because there's a timing. Remember, there are 3 billion people on this planet doing different things and all different desires, and the universe is somehow organizing all this, the ultimate organizer, to let you all have your desires. However, sometimes you got to wait in line a little bit, and that's okay, because there's a lag time. And what we want you to do is enjoy the process, make different food, do different things, go on different walks, have fun until the thing happens. Do not wait for the thing to happen. It'll happen when it happens. However, in between, do different things, enjoy your experience, have fun with that, have fun with the creation. Don't wait for it to happen. You ever waited for someone to call you back on the phone or text you back? Isn't it much better if you go do something fun and then they'll just text you? They'll actually text you back faster if you're doing something else. Even though it might be the same amount of time, it won't feel as long. But if you're sitting there waiting, looking at your phone, then it takes forever for the person to text you back. And this is the same way with manifestations. You need to go do something, so then the text just comes when it comes. But you don't even care when it's coming, because you're enjoying the moment so much. And by doing different things and enjoying each moment and having fun, you will create new things that you couldn't even imagine. And you'll have fun along the way, which is your desire all along. Awesome. It's perfect. I've definitely noticed in my life that I've had experiences where I've waited and been try to figure out the next step. And I didn't enjoy the moments I was in. And it's the biggest mistake I've ever had, at worrying about the future being in my mind. It's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. And finally, I think I've realized, I'm almost 32, that it doesn't work. Things are going to happen how they're going to happen. I don't control it. And I'm just going to enjoy things and wait till it happens, then I'll deal with it. And I've learned this about life, and I'm integrating this. Life is a lot like a card game when you're playing someone else. When they play a card, then you play a card. But you don't know what card you're going to play until the other person plays a card. You can have a little bit of a plan. But really, you're playing a card game with life. Life gives you a card, you play a card. You lose all your money, then you find a place to live. You get kicked out of you get broken up in your relationship, you move on with your life, you play a different card. Your relationship keeps on going, you play a different card. You move out of you get kicked out of your place, then you play another card. You're stuck at the place you're at, so you enjoy that place as much as you can. Because life said, you're stuck here, and you're like, okay, I'm going to enjoy being here as much as I can. You play the next card. But you don't fight reality. Reality is perfect the way it is. Wherever you're at is perfect. It's exactly where you're supposed to be. So embrace it. Embrace where you are. Don't think you should be somewhere else. At the last video, see, you're here. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.